Oi, get out! You've got too much, Jimmy Ma.
And welcome back to another episode of 1K Trash, the podcast. Here with Cletus, me, and DJ Sandwich. How are you today?
Hey, how's it going? Yeah, welcome to the
Episode.
podcast.
Your audio is dropping a little bit.
Am I quiet or loud?
No, it's fine. It just dropped for a second.
Perfect. So I thought you were going to do like some sort of kind of reference there with episode 2 or like Revenge of the 1K
I'm not sure if this is episode 2 or episode 1. It depends how we count the pilot. I don't know.
We did have a pilot. And
so we
for anybody,
have a pilot.
For anybody that wants to watch, we have we got a channel on Twitch under Kaiserbaldo.
Yeah, is the same. It's written on the screen, but it's with the 0 instead of the O. So I'm trying to make it is very complicated to people to find it out. I've studied marketing.
You studied marketing. That's good. And it's also available on YouTube.
Yes. Maybe.
Under
I don't know.
Channel?
I need to check. And we will soon have a 1K Trash the channel, the official channel or something like that.
Yeah, we'll make it real official so that people know there's only one 1K Trash.
The original. The best.
All right.
Of the
so
worlds.
yeah. So what's our 30-second rundown? I guess basically 1K Trash. What's it about? So it's about Dota 2, and it's two guys, us, DJ Pork Sandwich, and Cletus. We play a lot of Dota, and Cletus over there. And
Yes.
we play a lot of Dota, but we're good at Dota. So this podcast is about loving Dota and also proving that you can love something, but you don't need to be amazing at it.
You don't need to be amazing to enjoy it, but I mean,
amazing to play it.
yeah. But so I don't know if you noticed these two numbers that we now have under beside our names exactly. So
I noticed.
That's a secret. We still we will reveal at the end of the podcast what these numbers are. So stay tuned for more information about the numbers. I mean, everyone loves numbers. I mean, that's why we play Dota. It's not because we enjoy the game, but because we love numbers.
Exactly. It's a game for statistics, isn't it? So we've also got quite a few things that we talk about. So this podcast is probably going to be about 45 minutes long. And we're going to go through a couple of different sections, and also can be seen at the bottom of the screen. So we'll talk about each one of those as we go along. It's a general guide, I think. We'll chuck in a couple of extra things along the way. And we'll be reading out any comments we get as well. And that's going to be the state of the podcast. And as we go along, we'll probably improve bits and pieces. So feel free to leave some feedback.
We will work on production. Overproducing is really important, so we will try to do it. So shall we start with the first segment?
We should.
So the question is, did you watch some Dota this week or so?
I did actually. So because actually, funny story. I work with this guy, and he's next to me, and he's kind of like semi-pro. I just
just like us,
having a chat, just like us, kind of. And he saw me watching some Dota today, and he was like, "How can you be so bad if you watch if you watch Pro Dota?" like, and everybody says that, right?
Great.
So if you want to get better, they say watch the pros, watch the pros. So yeah, I did watch some. So there's a big tournament on this week. It just finished on the weekend, which was the Bookable Minor.
Yes, it was Christmas apparently in Ukraine. But
Yeah, Ukraine had its Christmas a little bit later than everyone else.
that's good. That's good. I mean, who am I to disagree? And
It was good. It was like a flashback, wasn't it? It was like a flashback was 2 weeks earlier. Every
I mean,
that was
who
presenting, all the
and
main
who
people
doesn't
had
like Christmas? So I guess
Christmas jerseys. It was good and big tournament though because do you know who was playing at that tournament? Um, who did quite well?
well,
I'll give you a clue.
I mean,
Starts with
they
N.
they end up winning, and we're talking about Team Nigma. They end up winning the tournament. I guess is not really a surprise, but
Is it though? I think it is though. I mean, I was thinking about it, and if people don't know, they were what was their team name before?
Team Liquid.
Team Liquid. So they was Team Liquid, and they went to the finals of TI9.
Well, they won ATI.
They won a TI, but they went to the final last year. We can say last year now, and they failed, didn't they? They failed at the end, and they kind of had enough of the organization that was Team Liquid. And Team Liquid, as far as I know, is quite a big organization. I think they have like I don't know, League of Legend players and all
Oh
sorts of
yeah,
other
they
players.
have everything.
Team Fortress, like these esports organizations have a lot of games and a lot of teams under them, and I think they just got sick of the actual the organization, so they jumped ship and they actually just built their own ship and sailed that, and this was kind of one of the first sailings of that ship. I guess they haven't done much since in terms of results, but they finally got the result, and they're doing their own thing. So they've got their own team name, which is Nigma. They've got their own branding. They're doing it all themselves. So I was thinking today, these guys have probably got a lot of other things going on in the back of their heads, a lot of other organizational stuff to do. They're running their own business now, and they kind of got on top of that, and now they're performing.
Yes, but they're still play Dota Pro first of all. So if you play Dota at that level, you don't just stop being good just because you're running an organization. If you do so, what's the
What
point?
happened to Dindy, Mark? What happened to Dindy? Where's he? He didn't stop being good. Why isn't he playing?
Because there are people
I
that
want
are
him back.
better, I guess. I'm not sure.
Just for our viewers out
But
there, we are biased towards Dindy and the
I mean, it is
god of the game
he
ever.
is the best. He is basically Dota is Denny. That's no.
He's literally become a saint, and usually you have no. He's already kind of like ascended to godlike status. He doesn't have to win anything else again. He's forever.
Well, yeah, but he's probably not going to win anything else. So,
Well, I mean,
I
in
mean, you never
saying that,
know. But
you never know. And there's talk, there's rumors around the mill of him putting.
and but yeah, but just to let's talk a little bit about this minor because it's kind of I think it's kind of important for the rest of the DPC season. And Nigma, they won great games, but I
Convincingly,
was
didn't
I was expecting them to actually dominate the the tournament, uh, but they're, they seems that they're still not um, a, a good enough team to actually play against the top squad that we have.
they? I mean, when you say they're not good enough, I mean, I don't. That's
Oh,
pretty
oh,
good.
you just cut out for a minute or so. No, not a minute, for a few seconds. So I didn't understand.
So I was just saying that they still something in the hundreds of thousands just by winning that tournament on Sunday. So, but there's also a new patch. Like, let's not forget that, like, revamped the whole game in the last month.
Uh, yes, it's a new
So you
patch. It's but you can't really, even if it's a new patch. Um, I agree. A lot of things
like
changed
a
in the
new
last
game though. It's not
patches.
just a new patch. Like it's like a whole new game. Like
No,
so, for example, the last game they played a game and so the finals was best of five, was it, or best of
yeah,
seven?
best of five.
Best of five. And one of those games went over 70, and it was the first time in the new patch that a game has gone that long. And so there's actually neutral drops. So they're dropping items in the camp in the neutral camps at 70 minutes. Tier 5 items that haven't been seen before. In fact, and nobody's saying they've seen them in the pubs either because you just don't go that long. So there's some interesting stuff happening. It is quite it's quite a big change. I think this patch.
Absolutely. But I think that apart from that, that you need to relearn the way you play the game. That's that's true. But
Yeah.
the harmony in the team is still not there. It seems they are talented players that play on their own. They're still not playing at the unison as they
You don't think
should do
they're
if
gelling?
they
You don't
actually
think the
want to.
synergy's there?
There's no, yeah, exactly, synergy.
Yeah, maybe they need to do some team building. Maybe they need
Yes,
to
yes.
hit the gym together or go like rock climbing or something. Trust.
I mean, they're definitely a great team. I think that they're going to do better in the rest of the season because they will learn to play together.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I think they're going to be a dark horse. Like I think people are still working out strategy. It's the first tournament we kind of saw where the characters are starting to change now. You have this kind of hangover from patches where what was good last patch, people continually play, even though it's not good anymore. But it takes a while to figure out it's not good anymore. So they play them, then eventually they go, okay, so we've found other ways to play the patch. And I think in the last few games I saw, they played a PL a couple of times that was just massive. Um, things like that are kind of changing. I think I didn't see a Tiny. I mean, Tiny was everywhere last year, right? So
Yeah,
yeah, thank you, Thompson. He put Tiny on everywhere. And that were just like in every single game. Wow, gyrocopters! I didn't see a gyrocopter. So I mean, he was there, but I don't think he's. I don't know. I don't know all the mechanics,
uh,
but
I
yeah, I think
guess
it's
that
changing.
yeah, the main difference that I noticed from the last major that was a TI, Final Fantasy TI, is that there were no IO. But I guess because there were no Ana playing it, so that was the
We
main
still haven't seen these guys. Have they played a tournament yet? Have OG even played a
No, they're
tournament yet?
not even playing the next major. I don't know.
What? They probably get invited to the major. Probably just
Probably, yeah.
you
I mean, I don't know because it seems that they're making stricter rules. So if you want to play the major, you need to qualify. That makes sense.
I think that's good. I think that's good for everyone. More of these players. I think it's also good for us. Not trying to be selfish, but being selfish. Because I think it's the people that watch it. You want to watch these tournaments, and I think it makes more continuity in the whole season if the players are the same players. You can start following these teams. And at the
Yes.
moment, like some of that's a little bit disjointed because obviously these tournaments are in different places. So only certain teams won. This one was in the Ukraine, so we had So we had a lot of Eastern European teams. So I think it's good. I think yes, the prize money, these teams start to travel. So the minors and the majors start seeing the same teams, which is good because you get the DPC, we got the DPC points. Yeah, you can start following it, and it's going to promote spectatorship.
Yes, and yeah, no, but
That's
that is so. I agree, and I think the DPC season is going to be great. And RNG, remember them. They're going to be
Royal
they're
never
going
give
to
up.
be
They've been around
to
for a
be one of
while.
the top team at some point. They played really
Exact.
really great, and I think
Exact.
that they lost the final because they're not experienced as Team Nigma. They're not experienced as them, and they lack the final blow. They didn't destroy them at the end. The Spectre game, they could have waited a little bit. They could have thought a little bit better how to engage. Obviously, I mean, I can't really coach them because I mean, they probably know the game a little better than I do, but still.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Hey, do you know what else I found this week? And it's so if anybody wants to watch any Dota, Twitch is a great place. We stream if you want to watch really low level Dota. If you want to watch some trash,
if you wanna see great games, watch our games. They're definitely fun.
You want to see things happen that you've never seen things happen, then we can guarantee it. But also on Twitch we've got the miner was playing on WePlay, wasn't it? It's a WePlay channel.
Yes.
Called WePlay. And then there's also Beyond the Summit. So Beyond the Summit kind of shows other tournaments, but it also shows replays all the time, which is awesome. So I watched a replay. Do you want to check it out with me, Mark? Let me just get this over here. So I'm going to show the clip. I'm going to show the clip first.
Okay. Your audio dropped.
It comes in and out, doesn't it? You ready?
Yes. Oh,
okay. So what we've got on the screen is 5 Ogre Mages. Okay. All right.
Here they go. So they're running towards 5 Death Prophets.
Spectres. They're Spectres.
Oh, Spectres. Oh, okay. Oh no, those are oh, the OD. Those are OD.
No. And that's why we're not 5K.
This time is very tight. Look at this. Where they're trolling him.
Today. That's it. The banish. Sticking them in a parallel universe. All right. So there we go. We saw 5 on 5. So I just want to explain what that was. So I found it on the weekend. So basically, during so somewhere around about mid-year, there's this thing called the Bot TI, and it's got all your favorite presenters on there, and all the presenters, from the international and everything like that. But all they're doing is they're playing the 117 heroes from Dota against each other in a massive tournament where it's 5v5, and they just run into each other and they fight. It's amazing.
And the one we watched, the clip is from the second one, I guess.
The clip is from day 1.
And I think the first one, the winner was Elder Titan or something like that. Some kind of unexpected.
I think in this one it was. I can't remember.
Don't spoil.
Earthshaker. Earthshaker was definitely in the final. And then the winner was Pangolier. So basically they're all bots. So it works on AI, and they come in and fight each other 5 on. It's amazing. and
It's
that
I think it's a easy
includes.
AI, by the way.
It's the
Or
what?
something. Easy AI.
Easy,
Easy.
GG,
The one that you
easy
can
mid.
use on when you play bot on Dota. That we don't do because we would lose, so that would be
Yes,
bad.
exactly. We leave that to the professionals. And that concludes. Did you watch some Dota?
I did. So every week. That's why it's
Each.
called Pro of the Week.
That's such a good explanation. I was going to say exactly the same. So we get a pro each. And who is your pro this week, Cletus?
So I have to pick this pro, and the reason is because I think he's one of the greatest um, player that ever played Dota. Is
I think we're going
at
to
the
pick the
moment he's
same pro.
a
I can feel it.
what? He's a
I think I've
captain
got a
of
feeling we're going with the same one.
one of the greatest team, and I think that this DPC season his team is they got a shot of the TI, and he's a captain of Team Secret, and I pick Puppy, and I pick
Whoa!
him because he's so grumpy every time, and
Puppy Ivanov, I think his name. Is it Ivanov? I'm not
yeah,
sure.
yes, something like that.
Yeah,
Uh,
exactly. Yeah. And yeah, he's an interesting dude.
Clement Ivanov.
But do you think they can? Do you think he can? Do you think they got a shot at Ti? They've always got a shot because they're
No, I
always in
think
the
that
mix. But
they have a shot, and the reason is because Mutombaman play for them with them.
yeah, that's a
Um,
huge pickup.
so
Huge pickup.
that's huge, yeah. Uh, so yeah, from Team Liquid to Team Secret, I think that for Mutombama, and I think they will be they will be definitely in the last 4 or 5, if not winning the TI. Let's write it down this prediction.
Take this
Cletus
pick. Yeah, take
predict.
this pick, people.
Cletus
Next
speak,
TI, it's
people.
gonna be TI 10. Poppy to win. Bet money.
Yeah, if you have
Okay,
bet
so
money, disposable money, just bet on him, and yeah, easy money.
so my pick this week is watching a few games from the Bookable Minor. The reason I pick him this week is because I think he's holding the whole team together, and I just saw like him play. He played a PL. They went to like 60 or 70 minutes. I think the whole game was 80 minutes, but he picked up a rapier on the PL, and he just could not be killed. He could not be killed, and just sustained uphill battle in the opponent's base, and eventually they just wilted, and that is miracle.
Miracle.
Miracle. Yeah. So from Team Nigma, I think if he's playing well, I think Nigma's playing well. I think he's just a massive player. I saw him do some insane moves uh, throughout the few games that I saw.
Well, yeah, he definitely carried the team few
He did the
times on
job, didn't he?
on
He
the
did the
weekend.
job.
I mean,
Yeah.
they
Yeah. I
can.
saw him do it a few times, and I saw him play start, but he took down a full strength Spectre. Like they were 35k gold in deficit, and he took down a Spectre twice, got a dieback, and then they just steamrolled him right down the middle. Crazy. So
Yeah,
yeah, so that's me, Miracle, this week.
yeah. I mean, definitely one of the best players that is around. And
That exists on planet Earth.
yeah, it's a shame that he's not playing with Mutomba Man anymore. That was a great team.
Do you know what was good about Nigma that I saw?
Well,
why don't I explain it to you in the play of the week?
Yeah,
So,
I like the teaser.
do
So-
you like my segue?
Here we go.
Excellent. So welcome to the play of the week. So in this segment, and it should be applicable to all levels, but we'll wait and see. All right. To the board, Miss Ford. So this is my. Can you hear me back there, Mark?
Yes, I cannot see your
Excellent.
face, but it's okay. I can see the board, so that's what I'm interested in
Okay.
during this segment.
So exactly, we don't have the soft surface where I can pull things around and do all fancy sort of stuff like that. But we do have a blackboard. So this blackboard here, I've attempted to draw a partial piece of the Dota map. Up here we have the
ancient.
enemy base. Is it the ancient? Is it which is the safe lane for Radiant?
Radiant safe lane, yes.
Give you some direction. We've got the river that comes through here. Okay, so that's our river. And then we've got a tower on the other side. Then we've got another second tower that sits in here, obviously. And this is my very basic drawing, because even after 5,000 hours, then I still don't remember exactly where everything is. That's probably why I have 1K in the night. All right.
Well, you
So,
wish.
Here's the play. So they've got people coming down and taking their okay, so these guys are coming up here. All right. They take the T1, but then what happens is they start getting into like okay. Now, what happens in scams usually with your blink, people
Yeah, they always escape in the tree.
Enigma to make sure that they can follow everyone. What is little known in the local super smart and got them was they put a ward on the cliff.
So it's like on the edge, on the ice wall.
Only the pros. So it didn't get dewarded. They were having they were basically jigging through the trees and getting away because they could see where they are and then they could get away from them. So yes, that's my pro tip for the week is to put the ward around the cliffs on the edges where you need to get away, basically, or you want to just get a kill and watch other people try and get away, try and TP, but then they'll jump into a ward and then you can blast them. And
What?
oh, what?
I have a message for the production. Oh, where are you?
I don't know. Where have I gone?
See, we are at the 1K Trash Warehouse. Oh, you are on the top of books. How you doing?
Hey, how you doing? What are you doing down there, Mark?
Oh, do you like my podium? And
Yeah.
we are here in this warehouse because this episode is sponsored. And are you enjoying the books?
I'm enjoying the books. I've actually got a book right here. But you know
Oh.
the problem with my book is it's just a small book.
It is a small book, but come down,
Should I
come down,
should I come down and show you?
come down there so we can talk about the sponsor of this episode, the Great Big Book Plus.
Wow, sponsors.
They do books, but big books. And to demonstrate that they are big books, I have a book here, you know, that DJ just passed to me in my podium. So this is a normal book, see? And I don't know how much does it cost, this book.
I need to inspect that book.
Oh, here's the book.
Hold on a sec. Ah, there you go. Yeah, it looks like a normal book to me. But yeah, it's nowhere near as big as these books.
Oh, yes. It's not even close. I mean, this is a normal
Nowhere near as
book.
big as these books around us.
I mean, look at this one. This one is massive. Great book. A lot of paper, high quality. And if you like this podcast, even if you don't, call them. Call them now. 0800, buy it now. And remember to quote 1K Trash. So we make a lot of money from books. As seen on TV, the TV. But
As seen on 1K Trash.
so, do you know how much do they charge for a book? A big book.
I don't know, but can you first tell me what's this condition down here?
Oh, obviously there is some term and condition like all the offers, and obviously you make choices in life, and they just follow you. That's it. That's what
So
happened.
you got some additional taxes down there. Don't worry.
Yeah, we pay all the taxes. We pay all the taxes. It's normal. We pay taxes. Remember, it's the limited time offer, and you can see on above the head of DJ Pork Sandwich. And basically, these books are a steal. It's only $99, $95, $99.
Wow, that's a great price. That is a really good price.
Thanks
Does that
for
include
the
handling
and
postage?
yeah, I mean that post packaging handling, that's okay. It's understandable. There might be some fee, but it's okay. There are some term and condition. They are on the screen at the moment. You might find that you are part of the minority that they like, and you get some perks, or maybe not. Thank you for the Great Big Book Plus. Call them now, 0800, buy it now, and quote 1K Trash. Those are no book, those are just steal. The Great Big Book Plus. Huge book for tiny prices. And hopefully they buy a lot of books and make a lot of money. That's it.
Well, we've got to get this podcast off the ground, and it's only thanks to our major sponsor. So thank you.
Thanks
Big
for the
Books.
sponsorship. Thanks.
Thank you for the sponsorship. We'll have you as long as you will have. And also, if anybody out there wants to ship, we can fit you into our warehouse. We've got more than one, so good.
Yeah, I mean, we are several warehouse, and we are probably going to start a real estate business as well. I mean, for these warehouses.
Quite possibly. And I mean, yeah.
And that's
Warehouse.
it. And so, the question that everyone is asking: did you play some Dota the last few weeks? I guess. I mean, there was Christmas, so we didn't play a lot during Christmas. Well, I did.
Yes, I didn't. I wasn't available to me during Christmas. But what I did do was lose a lot of Dota.
Yes,
So
that's what I like to do as well.
I don't know what happened. I Santa Claus bring me away. Santa Claus came and took it away. So. But I tell you what I did do. Since you asked if I played some Dota. Is that what you asked?
Yes, that was the question.
Good question, Cletus. Now I played a lot of Dota, but I didn't win a lot of. But what I have been doing is spamming Zeus, because Zeus has some insane win rate over all of the brackets. Okay, so if anybody wants to know what to play in any particular bracket, you can always pop along to Dota Buff, have a look at the meta, find out what's the best, and then go from there. Fully recommend it. But I was not getting the 60% win rate that Zeus promises in Dota Buff at all.
So
yeah, I played
Dota Buff is lying. That's what you are saying. Basically.
Exactly, it's false advertising, not like our big books.
Not exactly.
Great
Big Book Plus.
I did play some.
So
yeah,
I have
nothing
to
to
say,
report.
I'm on my way to one MMR.
From misery to happiness today.
And I hope I'm going to reach 1 MMR soon, so I can do the challenge, 1 to 10,000 in a month or something. That's my goal.
Yeah, just drag me along for the ride, eh? So let's drag. It does bring us to a very important part of the show.
And
Are you going to do a live update?
I might do a live update, but
You can do a live update.
I think that should be the last thing before the end, because fun enough, one of the few games that I won and like dominate, it was an IO support.
And IO, you won a game with IO.
IO support, yes.
Stop
Supporting.
The bus. Somebody stop the bus. Oh my gosh.
Supporting CK. And
which one did you support? Or all of them?
Mostly CK. We were safe lane with CK.
Isn't it true that wouldn't you give away?
Sorry, you cut. I couldn't hear you.
I was just saying, would you not give away the real by tethering? So if you have a bunch of illusions and you tether, you're going to tell the enemy the main one is.
Absolutely. But you got the empower that give you so much regen and 140 attack speed. So it was just melting everything, absolutely
140
everything.
extra attack speed.
Yeah,
it's impressive.
And I guess that at the level that we are playing, that is semi-pro, not a lot of people know what IO does, and yeah, I do a few relocate. And yeah, that's it. I mean, that's fun to play. I like it. It's fun to play. As a support, I didn't play IO carry, but
so yeah, I mean, maybe we'll wait and see when OG comes back with still a thing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm coaching them with the IO, so.
So you also found something this week, didn't you, Cleve? You found something to tell you more about your game style.
What?
Didn't you find something that analyzes your game style?
Yes, thanks for reminding me. I was yes. So that was the sponsor of the minor actually. So this Gozu AI. Basically, this service is awesome because it analyzes your game and give you a kind of recommendation, give you how good you are. And it's not me, it's the AI, so it must be right. Apparently, on average, I'm playing like an Archon or a Legend. So that's it. That's what I am. MMR is just a number.
It is just a number. Because I think
Gozu AI, it boosts your ego. It's really nice.
You're gonna have to give me the name of that because I want to know.
Yeah.
What's going on? You know, I want to know if I'm playing like well or whether I'm just playing not well.
Yeah,
but I mean, interestingly enough, so we play at an MMR though. The podcast 1K Trash is about 1,000 MMR, and they're all trash players. Once you get below 1,000, then it kind of like it starts dropping off and getting a bit weird. Kind of like going to like an outer solar system, you know, that's just kind of full of trash, and that's all it does. It's just like the big trash dump in the sky. And once you get below 500, it's just like you're in the worst of the worst. So you're not even playing. The MMR means nothing. Just people that have like got stuck, and then it becomes below 500. It turns slowly into a black hole, and you get closer and closer to the center, which is 1. And once you reach 1, you're so far down you can't come back.
But you need to experience it.
You need to be down there, but once you get down there, like, yeah, the people you're playing, who you think they are.
Well, yeah, but
it's weird. It's not like there's.
Yeah,
like
but that's
down
MMR.
there,
The MMR doesn't lie. That's what we are. We are our MMR. So
the MMR doesn't lie.
I think that the people want to know what these numbers are. this, and I can't point your numbers because it's
I'll point to my numbers.
yeah.
Used to be the call.
So
Yeah.
I played a lot, and
Can we get production? Sorry. Production, can you send the MMR through?
so
You should have those.
what is mine? Okay, so we are doing this. We are going to update live to the new MMR.
Be prepared to be amazed.
Prepare to be amazed, because my new core MMR, ta-da!
Whoa. Are you
And
going
my
to add
new
another number? I feel like you actually need to put a 0 in front. It's bugging me out that it's not like,
and here we
it's
go.
with the
Here
line
we
in it.
go. And that
Does
is
it say 53, Cletus?
53. Yes, it's 53.
Whoa.
53. It's I think it's a
53.
prime number. It sounds like a prime number.
Sounds like a prime number. That's the only good thing going on about it, eh?
But yeah, see, there's
And
thing
what have
that
you
I
got
don't
there for your
understand.
support MMR?
Support MMR, I don't know. I played 3 games because I needed fast Q points.
What is that? 283.
And 283, I lost 400 without playing it. I don't know. That's okay. Or
What?
probably I don't remember playing. That could also be the case.
You somehow lost 400 MMR without even knowing it in 2 weeks. That's
No, not
crazy.
yeah. I mean, it's probably less.
That's crazy because you've always been double my. But let's have a look.
Let's have a look. So, production.
Have you got them?
Production.
I just send you a.
We have a problem with production.
I'm just checking now. Just checking production. Sorry.
What is
Stand by.
what is the big reveal?
There we go. I've just.
Is that correct? Is that correct? The core.
That's correct.
Can we check the number?
Do we get a double? Can we double check that number? Double check the number.
I'm doing the.
Sounds correct. I'm getting the people on my phone.
I'm going the support first, and we have the big reveal.
Support first. 345. I'm beating you. It's amazing. I haven't beat you like my MMR hasn't been.
And we got it.
Are you gonna add anything else to the core MMR there?
Okay, yes. Sorry, that was a mistake. That was a mistake.
So hopefully through. So if you didn't get it, my just because I play with terrible people all the time, it can't possibly be my fault.
I agree. I'm a legend.
But that's hopefully throughout the series of this podcast series, those numbers will get bigger and they'll eat more and they'll get fatter.
Yeah. So I think that we need to count the sum to. I might be behind with the sum as well. So yeah.
Let's see. So I think
It's very hard.
that's almost a wrap.
Three.
Unless you've got something more to add.
326, I think. 336. I don't
Right.
know. I'm not really good at math.
Are you saying that you're supporting MMR?
No, I was the sum of the two MMRs.
Oh, that's not how it works, though, is it? I mean, it wouldn't mind. I mean, I don't. So, I'm not going anywhere.
Well,
fast.
I mean, the truth is that I'm 53 times better than you in a co-op.
So, if you wanna watch, okay, Trash, you should find us And if you go to Twitch and search for 1K Trash, you should find us there as well.
And if you have Twitter or something, just give us a follow. Kaiserbaldo on Twitter, lurking on Twitter, not tweeting a lot. Yeah. So I guess that concludes the first episode, second episode. I don't know. We still need to decide the numbers.
So many now.
And
it's good though. I think it's coming together.
Yeah.
Being particularly good.
I mean, we also have the sponsor, so that's the main thing.
And we've got a sponsor, and we've got.
And
it looks all very, very professional.
Yes. Thanks to the production for these lovely overlays, and also I guess that's for this episode. That's it for these episodes. Any last word?
No, I'm good.
Thanks
I'm
for
good.
watching.
I just want to win. I can report winning a game and maybe some tips on how to win a game.
Thanks for watching, and
thanks, guys.
See you next time.
See ya.
Oi, get out! You've got too much, Jimmy Ma!